That's what they call me.
And also this game, which I've been playing.
Yes, Nathan, I'm very aware of that.
Shortly to be released. We're going to have a few videos coming up over the next few days. This one is 11 things we wish we'd known before we'd started.
Yeah, just trying to take away some of those questions you might not even have realised that you had.
Yeah, I think when you go into a big game, and the key reason for doing this is that God of War is very different to the old God of Wars, similar in many ways, different in lots of ways, mostly structural. So this isn't going to be kind of big spoilers or anything.
No.
This is going to be more like how the world works, so you can kind of chill out and kind of enjoy going through it in the first place, and also a bit about, mostly about upgrading, crafting and customization.
Yes, so what's the first thing?
First thing is about the world itself.
Okay.
Which I know that you and I, when we were playing the game, looking at it in the build-up, we were wondering, we know the game is very big. Cory Barlog said at PSX, 25 hours long.
Yeah.
Everyone went crazy, and if you do all the additional stuff, it's double that.
Yeah.
It's a huge game. Is it open world?
Yes, is it?
Is your question.
Yes,
and my answer is, it's kind of open world.
Okay.
So it's definitely not linear like the previous God of War games.
Yeah.
I'm just going to spin this camera around. It is a hub world.
Yes.
And here we are in Midgard.
Nice.
Midgard is kind of dominated by this lake. You can travel around to the shores to find things, which we'll talk about in a minute. And in the middle, there is a hub which takes you to the realms, which are mostly your progression through the game. So that will take you to a completely different map.
Right, got you.
So this is Midgard, and it's pretty sizable itself. And you can travel freely from one to the other. And the thing I wish I'd known is how this worked, in order that when I was going through the game in the first place and I saw areas I couldn't get to, in previous God of Wars, I'd be like, that's a puzzle. I want to get that chest.
Yeah.
I want to get my eye or my feather.
Yeah. This is my only chance to get that thing.
Yeah. Now you can, not only if you just can't figure out the puzzle and it is a puzzle, you can just crack on and then come back to it. But also it might be that the area is gated by the kind of Metroidvania style abilities which you're going to pick up in the game.
Yeah, sure.
And then you're going to be able to come back with like the ability to make bridges or blow stuff up, or, you know.
So the big takeaway is just, you can come back to this place at any time, so enjoy it. You don't have to rush through, you don't have to collect everything first time, or whatever. You can, and in fact you probably will be coming back.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, you will, and you'll probably drop into it. And part of the reason you'll be coming back is my kind of point number 2. One of the other things I kind of wish I'd clocked early on is the goals. Okay?
Right, okay.
And by this I mean the activities within the world, and specifically if we go to the menu screen, there is a section called goals.
Yeah.
Which is like your mission section, and it's with the way, because I was in my God of War mind, I was thinking just, you know, linear path, just do all the stuff.
Critical path.
The journey is that path. Okay, and this is what you're gonna. I'm not gonna go down on here. Actually, I'm gonna move over. But the journey, those hand symbols over there, that is the main journey that Atreus and Kratos are on. Everyone knows how those missions work.
Yeah.
What I didn't realise, maybe because they're called favours, like just in terms of working out what the other activities were in the game, favours over here are basically side quests.
Yeah.
And those come when you explore additional areas. Some of them are on the main path, but you don't have to do any of them. But they are your side missions that will take you to other places, and they will encourage you to explore the world.
Yeah, and I guess then they are favours for characters that you meet.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
And so like doing those two, knowing the difference will, you know, if you want to crack on in terms of progression, you can go through the story missions of the journey. If you want to explore a little bit and get a bit more powerful, find some more resources, do some favours.
So favours completely optional, but good for earning XP and other nice things.
Yeah.
What kind of scope are they? You know, are they quite?
That's the thing, and that is the other thing I kind of wish I'd known. Don't think you're just going to be doing stupid fetch quests.
Right.
Like the first thing I did took me to an area which was. Actually, I was doing one favour, and this is the thing that happens in terms of discoverability.
Yeah.
I went to an area of Midgard because I was doing one favour, another favour kind of popped up, and there was an enormous beast, and I was like, this is why it was confusing.
Yeah.
Like, this is still a side quest,
Yeah.
and it was.
So
just a very good one.
The point being, like, they are completely optional.
Yeah.
But you might want to do them because there's really cool stuff. It's not like you say. It's not just like go and fetch 6 feathers.
It's like,
and
actually, if we move along here, look, there are labours which are more like challenges, which you might normally, you know, it isn't just like find all the Yotno shrines. Which is something you'll just do if you're exploring.
Yes.
But that's on top. No, the favours are proper structured missions.
Right.
Lots of very good content there. There's also treasure maps which work. They're actually quite hefty rewards. It's got a little location there and then clues how to get there.
I love that kind of gameplay challenge. That's pretty cool.
And artifacts, which are just collectibles you'll pick up, and Atreus will fill them out in this journal and explain what they are. Okay, goals then.
Done.
Keep an eye on what you're doing, understand the difference, and that will help shape you. Be aware that you're shaping your own experience by choosing what you're doing.
Yes.
Currencies and material. I'm just going to... This is getting into the whole big area of... I'm just going to set a waypoint here so I can kind of illustrate this better. So this is actually our first look at the map. This is just Midgard, remember? And there's lots of it I still have.
What's up, bro?
It kind of goes all the way down here. We are just going to go to a smith here. What's going on? Currencies that you
fucking find so many fucks right now.
Point about talking about the upgrade customization systems. Very generally, just keep in mind, I didn't realise for a while that there is hack silver, which is kind of like
we got
money.
4 right now. This shit crazy.
Find that small chest, you roll over, urns, and you'll find some. It's on dead bodies. And there's also XP is basically a currency.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And so when you come to start upgrading Kratos and customizing your different abilities and just bear in mind that those are two different systems that they kind of stand separately. Basically, XP is for upgrading and unlocking skills and abilities, and hack silver is used for crafting and upgrading gear.
Damn, bro.
Okay, that seems simple enough.
I think this is some hack silver. Just to illustrate that point. Yeah,
nice.
The other thing you should do when you start getting into customization, pop into the shop, and before you do anything else, I wish I'd taken a greater look at the stats.
Okay.
Sounds obvious because it's kind of an RPG game at this point.
Yeah.
Coming from a God of War background, I kind of thought, I just didn't really think about it.
Yeah.
And obviously I know what these things, I can guess, you know, mostly what these things do because they're pretty typical: strength, defense, vitality. Everyone who played an RPG will know what they do.
Yeah.
Click on R3 just to take a look. There are some specifics that you should just bear these in mind. Have a quick read of them. For example, runic attacks. Turns out that they have in learning the combat for a couple of hours, I use runic attacks a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe more than other people might do if they want to concentrate on other areas of combat. So I have tried to up that in the gear that I'm using.
Yeah.
And I will talk a bit more about how to change these stats in a second. But
I guess the point is that you often just expect these bars to go up as you play, and they probably will, but it's going to be to your advantage to know that you can affect those bars.
Absolutely.
And you should, after having played for a little while and figuring out how you want to play, you should figure out which bars are important to you and work on making those go up and worry less about making the others go up.
Exactly. Okay. And so my number one thing with armor and crafting, this is that I wish I had known, is just spend the money. Right. I think both of us are probably guilty at different points. I get paralyzed when I'm in these games of like, so if you go, so very early on you get to craft some new chest armor, right? It's these options down here at the bottom. And I was like, shall I bother doing it? Because very soon I actually found a Defender's Cuirass, and I was like, oh man, well, if I'm just going to be finding these better things all the time, then I don't want to upgrade my lower rank stuff. In terms of how you get hack silver and materials, you can relax and just upgrade as you go and give yourself a more level progression. I think you'll probably enjoy the game more. Certainly it's fine to experiment. I was like tentative about it. I basically did it in order to know whether I should or shouldn't. Yeah. And it turned out it was fine.
So I love that as just a heading. Just spend your money. You have it, spend it on things, you won't regret it.
Exactly.
There's also, I see that there's a selling back option as well. So I guess you can, always going to be, if you found yourself needing some hack
materials
silver.
Are harder to come by, but in terms of hack silver, you're going to be getting it back. Just to double down on the point about stats very quickly, you're going to see that as I go through the different armor that's available to Kratos, my stats are changing. So this is your first choice as to how you want to shape him. And it just gives you that indicator on the right hand side very quickly of like, you're going to lose strength, you're going to gain defense. With the big numbers.
Whilst we're here, it's worth pointing out that you can swap armor once it's crafted and you own it. You can swap armor on the fly, right? So you might have something that's really good against a certain element, and if you're up against that kind of
in a different realm or different set of enemies,
then you might want to put that on, and vice versa.
100%. And I guess so. Having looked at gear really quickly, I'm just going to come out of the Smith menu, and then so that's spending hack silver.
Yeah,
do spend hack silver. Equally, I would say do spend XP on your skills.
Right.
This is none of these skills will replace another one.
Yes.
There are options for swapping out moves. We'll come to that in a second. But basically, nothing you buy, you're not making any choices here, really.
Yeah.
In terms of, you're not going to buy something which replaces something else you spent money on. The only thing here is really to keep an eye on specialization. So the skills are basically, they're based on 3 bits of equipment. Your axe, your shield, and Atreus' bow. And the reason that a lot of these they've got exclamation marks on because they're new is because these unlock in tiers which are connected to the level of that equipment.
Okay, sure.
And you don't need to worry too much about the level of the equipment because you can see the ones down there for level 5 are gated. But if I go back into the Smith menu here, you can see that this is the most kind of the game is simply telling you you can have a better bit of equipment. It's more like that than anything. Everything else is quite open to customization, and if you just go and explore a lot, you'll find materials. Here, they've basically just gone, if I just move over to the Leviathan axe, you only need one thing to upgrade it. The game drops it every time it wants you to unlock a new set of skills, basically. So I've got one more Frozen Flame to get, then I can unlock all those skills.
Done so. That's one.
So come back into the skills menu. The only thing you need to be aware of is obviously different abilities are going to suit your playstyle more than others. There's a nice preview window. I have concentrated on close combat rather than going. There's a whole kind of line of range that I haven't touched because I always used to really enjoy the kind of close combat combo stuff from the old God of War games, and this is the most like it. So basically, spend your money. Spend it on the armor. Spend it in here. You can also upgrade all of your armor separately.
Right,
So once you bought it, you can also upgrade it.
And it's worth just saying that upgrading the axe is just upgrading its level, so that you're not upgrading individual stats or anything. It's just going from level 4 to level 5, which then unlocks your skills.
It does boost strength.
It boosts things, but you're not making any choice apart from to upgrade it.
In upgrading your weapons, you don't really need to think. Where that comes in, actually, before we move on, I did just want to make the general point about Atreus.
Okay.
I wish I had thought more about leveling him as an attacking force. There he is. Let's have a little look at him. He is part of your combat system in a way which I didn't fully realise until I started playing the game quite a lot. So you have a direct control to his bow by pressing square. And you can use that to interrupt attacks. You can use it to stun people, or you can use it to create more damage. Sometimes he will come in and he will do more melee attacks. And a lot of that is down to, again, I'm going to go to the Smith menu here. What gear you get him will change his abilities and stats.
Right.
So if we go down to Atreus' armor, he only gets 1 slot, so it's not an overly complicated system. But just look at the different kind of abilities and perks that you get here. Enemies take increased air damage, or when rapid firing, the last arrow inflicts increased damage. So that's really using him as like a DPS dealer, a damage dealer. Down here, you can increase the stun damage. Stun damage is kind of a tactical way of, because sometimes enemies' health will go down slowly, but you can stun them and then execute them, get rid of them quicker. So you can spec Atreus. One example, you can spec Atreus to stun rather than kill. And pay attention to him and don't ignore him.
Yes, I guess there's kind of a temptation to think of him as separate, and as in he is a separate character, and you do still have control of his bow in that way. But you've got to think about how he works in tandem with Kratos. How do you like to fight with Kratos? And then you use Atreus to enhance that. So, like you say, if you like close combat, maybe he might be stunning them, and so that you can get in close or whatever.
See, I think I was spending more of my money on Kratos than on Atreus, and at some point I needed to catch up. So just bear that in mind. The other things, which kind of sit in the middle of gear and weapons, are runes and sockets.
Okay.
I didn't really understand what they were. This is the kind of one level one level deeper in the customization system, and it was a point at which I was confused for a while.
Yeah.
Runes are found on your weapons, and there's two of them.
Yep.
There's a light one. You get different options. It slots right into your axe. There's 2 rune slots. It gives you a special move.
So you have 2 slots, but you find many runes in the world.
You basically have a menu of special moves.
Yeah.
And you slot one into light and one into heavy. Currently, I've got Nord's Tempest that you can look here on the video up there. Swishes around, kills people. That's my light. My heavy, I've got fewer options here. That looks, that's very Kratos.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So that's Frost Giant's Frenzy. You pick these up as you defeat enemies and progress through the story. You can upgrade them with XP.
Right.
So they're like super skill moves.
Yes.
You fit them in, they give you an extra ability, and then you can upgrade them.
Unlike the skills, though, like we said, you can unplug them and plug a different one in. So you might get a new one that you really like, and then you'll stop using your...
Chances are you'll want to try a few out. And it might be that some are particularly good for certain enemies.
Yeah.
And apart from that, kind of similarly, but for armor, you have sockets. And sockets are basically a way of putting extra perks and really changing your stat base. So if we look at... actually, I want to come out. It's in my menu.
Don't buy anything on my...
If I go to armor... these is Kratos' 3 armor pieces there, those kind of diamonds. If I press square to go to sockets, 1 socket slot, and these are all the different enchantments that I can put in the socket.
Yeah.
If I just go up and down, you'll see that currently the perk it's given me is sprinting for 3 seconds, grants unstoppable aura, preventing interruptions by enemy attacks, which means that I can sprint at people, do an attack, and even if they attack me, I won't get stunned or go backwards. I like that perk, but also it will affect your base stats. So if you look over to the right as I go down, it's only little effects, but they do. If you're using 3 slots, then it does stack up.
Yes,
and it's worth paying attention to.
Yeah, good point.
And these will genuinely affect the way that, certainly with runic and strength, that like how quickly you're killing people.
Yeah,
so worth paying attention to. So that is kind of an overview of the upgrade system and the things that I wish I'd known about it. And the one thing I think it's worth saying is that you can quick save.
Oh, that's good.
And you can have multiple saves.
Right, so you can just save at any time.
Yeah, I'm going to save now. Actually, I've used up all my save slots, but I will still... Am I going to save over that one? I'll save over one from earlier on. I'm just going to save here. And so there aren't unlimited saves, but what it does mean is that if I want to try out a playstyle, go into a boss fight, turns out it's wrong. What I'm saying is, I guess I just played the Tomb Raider game, the reboot. It just happened to be the game I played last. That had 3 game slots in, but or Dark Souls, many games which are similarly structured to this have fewer options to kind of manually say, I'm putting a pin in the ground here. So similar to kind of go and spend your money and relax about the world. Save your game, try a new set of abilities and go into some combat that might get you killed. And then if you need to, just go back to your save game.
I just like the peace of mind of saving. I just like to know I've saved, my progression has been saved. In several ways. Like, great.
Exactly.
It's not just done behind the scenes. I like it when it's done behind the scenes, but I like to have the option of knowing that
I kind of assumed it was all contiguous, and that I wasn't going to be able to kind of break into it and have my own little option files there, but I am. I've got a very quick thing about enemies, which I'm going to go this way. We're actually in a favour area. Did I mention that? No. This is a whole side quest area.
Okay.
And it's actually an area I've completed. And then on the way out of doing the quest, I found this big creature that we're about to kind of... I might fight a little bit, but he's quite hard. And he drops really good materials. That's the only reason I want him dead.
Right.
He's an ancient. Look, he's actually quite nice.
He looks ancient.
Yeah, so I don't have to...
He's not aggressive.
No, I don't have to fight him. But one of the things I just wanted to make the point was... two things about enemies is that they don't scale. So it's not like as you get stronger... They get
equally stronger. It's not like that.
There are simply enemies that are going to be tough and you might need to come back to.
Yeah.
And also there's a bestiary in your codex, which is genuinely useful. for having tips. So this is Draugr. We'll stay on Draugr so we don't give away any spoilers. But you can see at the top there's a bit of info, and then there's 2 hints, which just basically tell you how to fight them.
Yeah.
And they are, if you are struggling, and there's an enemy called a nightmare. I won't describe what it does.
Yeah.
But it's quite hard. And the tip for that, I was like, oh, thank you for writing that down for me, Atreus. That's actually very handy.
Yeah.
That's very good. And the other thing, we're over back by the smith now. The other thing that I wanted to impress upon people is if you buy one thing in the game, buy a resurrection stone. I've got one. Excellent. And a resurrection stone, it does exactly what it says on the tin. When you die in combat, it will bring you back to life.
Right. So rather than having to go back to a checkpoint, it's like a one-shot kind of.
Yes.
You can carry on with this battle. And
I think it's a fine one to balance, but in classic God of War, obviously, you could be so close to killing a boss that you've been trying for a long time and then die. And now it just gives you that little kind of option.
Nate, if you're going to take on this ancient, I'll tell you right now, I don't want to see that resurrection stone.
Well, I'm doing it in order that I can show you the resurrection.
But I want to see a dead ancient.
Well,
I'd hate for you to not show me that.
What's he doing?
What is he doing?
He's gone on all fours and he's doing me a fright.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've talked a lot about combat and skills, and so I'm looking forward to seeing them put all together now.
I wish that there were smaller enemies to fight, because this guy is like hide behind a tree and don't get hit.
I was going to say, like, I didn't see the Kratos' hiding stat.
Oh, mate.
Or rolling.
My personal hiding
His rolling stat
is high. I picked that up and I need to throw it into his chest and it should explode. I don't know if it has or not.
It's good to see. It's good to see some combat. It's good to, there's a lot. The big thing that the big, very obvious change to people who've played God of War before, obviously, is that the camera's over the shoulder now, and I like the big thing that the big, very obvious change to people who've played God of War before, obviously, is that the camera's over the shoulder now, and I like the big thing that the big, very obvious change to people who've played sphere of vision. That we're definitely going to see that resurrection stone. Just like now, you can see that you're being targeted. I think it goes a different colour when there's a projectile headed your way. There's some smaller enemies for you.
Okay, looks like
perfect.
There's Atreus that he's going to use his rune ability.
That is cool.
Which is like a big fox. He's actually shot it at someone I didn't want him to. Oh no, he's got to run away.
There's some smaller enemies.
That's the range combat we haven't talked about. I mean, there's like obvious stuff really. Here's a bit of rune for you. This is my rune in combat. Oh no, it's not. I've been absolutely lasered. If I press square now, this is the resurrection.
Right, got it.
Giving me an extra chance.
Clear.
Yeah. Exactly. This is my heavy rune attack. This is a very bad man. I'm about to get hit from behind.
Looks like it.
Yeah, I should have done better than that.
Have you got another resurrection?
I'm going to use my I'm going to use my. You can only hold one at a time. Is there another bad guy here?
He's full of rage. Don't think so.
Can I actually hurt him? So I can't hurt him. Is the thing.
That seems like a problem. There is another guy.
This video's going to end with me dying. Is that okay?
We always knew. It's what the people want.
The people are going to see me melt. In fact, I'm just going to embrace it. Embrace death. So look, that's our video. Look, 11 things that we wish you'd known before we started God of War. Just to try and take some pain out of learning this enormous, new, and so far brilliant game.
There's just some things that you have anxiety about, isn't there? Like just knowing you can save all the time, or just knowing to spend your money. Like these are the big things I've taken away. Knowing that you can come back to areas once you've left them.
In games,
don't worry.
In games, if they tell me more than 3 things at once, then I get hot in the head.
Yeah.
I get confused. Give us a like if you enjoyed this video. Do let us know in the comments if you've got any questions about God of War we can answer before release, because we're going to be making some more videos. And on that subject, stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, and we've got loads more coming up. We can answer before release, because we're going to be making some more videos. And on that subject, stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, and we've got loads more coming up. We can answer before release, because we're going to be making some more videos. And on that subject, stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, and we've got loads more coming up.
You gonna do it? You said I was cursed. You think I'm weak because I'm not like you.
You do not know everything, boy.
No. But at least I know the truth now.
The truth.
Hurry on, boy!
Okay!
The truth.
Long way from home, aren't you? And here I thought your kind was supposed to be so enlightened, so much better than us.
The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me. When they find you, and they will, they'll make things difficult.
Wait here. I will handle this.
Wow, that was something, that fight.
On our journey, we will be attacked by all manner of creature. To be effective in combat, a warrior must not feel for his enemy. Close your heart to their desperation. Close your heart to their suffering. The road ahead is long and unforgiving. No place for a boy. You must be a warrior.
But not everyone is bad. Mother always said to be open to those who can help.
Who you were before doesn't matter. This boy is not your past, he is your son. And he needs his father.
What is this?
It's the world serpent.
Stay calm, boy!
I am!
What is it saying?
He wants to help us! That dome hammer doesn't scare me. Boom! Oh no!
Boy!
Stop!
Boy! Your mother's knife. It belongs to you now.
What for?
A test. She taught you to hunt, yes?
Yes, sir.
Then show me what you know. I am hungry. Feed us.
What are we hunting?
You are hunting deer.
Which way?
Your hunt. You tell me.
South?
Is that a question?
South. Look! Tracks! They're fresh! This way! Found it!
Slow down, boy.
Sorry.
You must think. Do not simply react. Be calm and plan.
It's just, I'm not used to hunting. Oh, what happened here? There it is!
Hold. What are you doing? Now its guard is up. Only fire. Only fire when I tell you to fire.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Be better. Find it. Find it.
My bow!
No! You are not ready! Stay back!
I knew something fell off about the forest.
Keep moving.
You know, if you give me my bow back, I can help you fight. I'm ready.
You have yet to prove that.
I need a chance.
You had a chance.
I need another.
Then find that deer. Back away, boy! Here's your chance. Show me you're ready.
Yes, sir!
Back off, little clean angle. And space your shots. I will draw it for me. Shoot it!
On it!
boy!
What?
Do it! Off the ice! No!
I am so sorry.
Your deer is getting away.
Yes, sir. I can't believe we fought a real troll.
And you froze when I told you to kill it.
I know, but he was staring right at me. How could I look him in the eyes and
Him?
kill?
I thought your mother taught you to hunt.
She did, but I never had to kill anything. She always did that part.
Then it is time for you to learn.
Father, look!
Wait for my mark. Relax. Do not think of it as an animal. It is simply a target. Clear your mind. Exhale and release.
I got it!
Good.
It's so light.
Your knife. No. Finish what you started.
I can't.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man.
I'm retarded. I'm retarded.
You can't say that on stream.
My dog.
Watch your language.
Now, you are ready.
For what?
A new beginning.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
That's a soul eater. If that kills us, that's it. No Valhalla, no hell, no afterlife, ever.
It does not attack.
Mom made them sound more dangerous than that.
Then do not drop your guard. Come.
Take that!
Get back!
Nice! See ya! Above us! Wow! Amazing!
Follow me.
Yes, sir! Are you gonna do it? You said I was cursed. You think I'm weak because I'm not like you.
You do not know everything, boy.
No. But at least I know the truth now.
The truth.
Hang on, boy!
Okay!
The truth.
Il problema è pronto per
Long way from home, aren't you?
Disperazione, immagino, perché stiamo parlando
Here I
sempre
thought
di
your
cazzo, sei un
kind
dio
was
della
supposed to be
guerra,
so
perché
enlightened, so much better than us.
The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me. When they find you, and they will, they'll make things difficult.
Wait here. I will handle this.
Wow, that was something, that fight.
On our journey, we will be attacked by all manner of creature. To be effective in combat, a warrior must not feel for his enemy. Close your heart to their desperation. Close your heart to their suffering. The road ahead is long and unforgiving. No place for a boy. You must be a warrior.
But not everyone is bad. Mother always said to be open to those who can help.
Who you were before doesn't matter. This boy is not your past, he is your son. And he needs his father.
What is this?
It's the world serpent.
Stay calm, boy!
I am!
What is it saying?
He wants to help us! PlayStation. Roar! That dumb hammer doesn't scare me. Boom! Oh no!
Boy!
Stop!
Boy! Your mother's knife. It belongs to you now.
What for?
A test. She taught you to hunt, yes?
Yes, sir.
Then show me what you know. I am hungry. Feed us.
What are we hunting?
You are hunting deer.
Which way?
Your hunt. You tell me.
South?
Is that a question?
South.
Look! Tracks! They're fresh! This way! Found it!
Slow down, boy.
Sorry.
You must think. Do not simply react. Be calm and plan.
It's just, I'm not used to hunting. Sorry.
You must think. Do not simply react. Be calm and plan.
It's just, I'm not used to hunting. Sorry.
You must think. Do not simply react. What are you doing? Be calm and plan.
It's just, I'm not used to hunting. Sorry.
You must think. Do not simply react. What are you doing? Be calm and plan.
It's just, I'm not used to hunting. Sorry.
You must think. Do not simply react. What are you doing? Be calm and plan.
It's just, I'm not used to hunting.
No! You are not ready! Stay back!
I knew something fell off about the forest.
Keep moving.
You know, if you give me my bow back, I can help you fight. I'm ready.
You have yet to prove that.
I need a chance.
You had a chance.
I need another.
Then find that deer. Back away, boy! What did you think Here's your chance. Show me you are ready.
Yes, sir!
Back off, little clean angle. And space your shots. I will draw to me. Shoot it!
On it!
It is time! I will bring it down! You will kill it! Now, boy!
What?
Do it! Off the ice! No!
I am so sorry.
Your deer is getting away.
Yes, sir. I can't believe we fought a real troll.
And you froze when I told you to kill it.
I know, but he was staring right at me. How could I look him in the eyes and
Him?
kill?
I thought your mother taught you to hunt.
She did, but I never had to kill anything. She was the adapter.
Then it is time for you to learn.
Father, look!
Wait for my mark. Relax. Do not think of it as an animal. It is simply a target. Clear your mind. Exhale and release.
I got it!
Good.
It's still alive.
Your knife. No. Finish what you started.
I can't.
tale of Thormur, the doomed stonemason. Thormur the Giant, a Jotun, was the greatest mason the realms had ever known. Hoping to save his people from Thor's campaign of destruction, the Elder Giant toiled day and night, building a massive wall around Jotunheim. But finishing it alone was nigh impossible. He hoped to enlist the help of his only son, Hrimthur. But the boy had the heart of a warrior, not a builder, and refused to complete the task set forth by his father. Perhaps the mason had too much fear, or his son too much pride. Either way, the frustrated Thormur let out a bellow so loud it uprooted trees in the nearby woods. Then their quarrel came to blows. Eventually, Hrimthur ran off into the night, forsaking his father one last time. Thormur gave chase, only to find himself lost and alone in Midgard. His desperate cries never found the boy, and instead drew attention of another lurking in the darkness, Thor. Their battle was fierce but decisive. A blow from Thor's hammer caused Thormur to fall on his own chisel, driving it straight through his skull. He landed upon a village, crushing its inhabitants, who were known for worshipping the Vanir god Njord. His fall released a great burst of freezing energy, cloaking the landscape in snow and ice for miles in every direction. Thor always took credit for planning all this. But the truth is, the sweaty ballbag just got lucky. Their father-son quarrel forever changed the landscape of Midgard. The dead stone mason lies there to this day, an everlasting reminder of Thor's brutality and the consequence of a son who dares betray his father.
PlayStation.
Kratos has undergone a lot of change, so that when he ends God of War 3 and is transitioning into this one, there's a period of time where he's kind of wandering.
Bastardi.
Stai bene?
Più o meno, sto bene un cazzo.
Attento, padre!
Muore. Aia. Che dolore che mi hanno fatto.
Prenditi più tempo. Non importa se tiri una volta sola. Il controllo è tutto.
E l'unica cosa che mi scoccia è che lui non spara da solo. Spara per se glielo dico io. Mi dimentico. Come quando mi dimentico lì. Ah, c'è una scritta. Leggi. Leggi, cosa c'è scritto?
Leggi.
Leggi, dimmi.
Oh, un tempo era un mercato. I giganti venivano per commerciare con gli dei tanto tempo fa. Chissà, forse anche Odino.
Chissà.
C'è qualcosa lassù.
Lassù dove? Ah, lassù.
Sta sbucando da...
Ancora.
Vista! Vista! Sono pronto!
Sì, infatti l'avevo visto prima quella cosa lì. Gli fa male danno di andata e di ritorno anche. Sì, ci sta. E se lo fai veloce gli fai un sacco di danno. Quante cure mi hanno lasciato.
Non sei stanco.
Argento, cioè, lui ha chiesto, ha avuto veramente, ma lui lo sa che io sono un dio, no? Perché mi sembra che un po' mi sottovaluta.
Guarda, c'è un'apertura lassù.
Un pertugio. Ah, posso salire? Sì, posso salirci. No? Ci salirò da qua. Poi mi lancio.
Ehi, hai sentito? Che cos'è?
Vedremo. Restami vicino.
No, aspetta però, dall'altra parte come ci arrivo? Non ci arrivo, vero? Ah, forse... Ah no, ok, ci si arriva dall'altra parte, perfetto. A me sembra una strega, ti dirò, però...
Che cos'è?
Che ansia, poi io stamattina mi sono visto anche Hit, quello nuovo.
Andiamo verso quel canto pauroso.
Esatto, andiamo verso quel canto pauroso. Una chi? Non ti voglio di vederlo, tra l'altro è morto uno degli attori di quel film. Aspetta, sergente maggiore Art, ma non sapevo. Ah, posso usare l'exp per accedere alle abilità. Comunque, madonna, delle meccaniche che in God of War non ho mai visto, veramente. Mi aspettavo tutt'altro gioco, veramente. Però, morto tipo 2 o 3 giorni fa. Non mi è venuta voce, non ho sentito. Allora, direi che iniziamo con la cosa. Cosa qua con l'ascia, direi. Scontro ferdente del boia. Premi R2 per sfendere un feroce attacco con l'ascia che infligge enormi danni. Va bene. Un attacco finale pesante che chiude una combo di attacchi leggeri. Questo mi piace. C'è un God of War di nicchia, mi piace molto. Sì, sono d'accordo, però bene o male... È comunque sempre lo stesso gioco, no? Diciamo, questo proprio sembra una cosa diversa. Non scaccato. Vabbè, io sinceramente non mi è dispiaciuto, ecco. Non posso dire che sia il mio preferito, perché il mio preferito rimane il 2, però allora, spesso quanto potevamo fare. Sì, quello sono d'accordissimo. Di tutti una volta. Non so se ho voglia di ricomprarli. No, perché c'è l'emulatore. C'è l'emulatore anche della PlayStation 3. E ci sono molti giochi che adesso vanno.
Hai detto che potrebbero rapinarci.
Non so dove andare.
Se ci provano, non ho paura.
Se incontriamo degli uomini ti terrei fuori. Chiaro?
Ma so combattere.
Ti terrei fuori, ragazzo.
Ma a livello materiale? No, beh. Ma questo? Ah, ok. Sembrava una spada e un falò. E invece... No. Che cos'è? Era qualcosa. Sta sviluppando bene. Beh, ma io ho visto che ci sono tanti. Esatto, era CPS3. Ho visto che hanno messo tanti titoli della PlayStation adesso, quindi è bloccato.
La magia unica lo sigilla.
Trova i sigilli. Beh, direi quello. Ah, ok. Un sigillo dei 3. Ah, però. Sono tutti qua in giro. Ok, uno è lì. Oh. Ho capito. Ho già avevo... Avevo già comprati una volta, ora la PlayStation 3 non ce l'ho più, quindi sì, beh, Steam poi quando ci si mette a fare gli affaroni, aspetta un secondo perché sto diventando scemo, non lo trovo. Non che non lo sia già, perché di base sono abbastanza cretino, però particolarmente adesso. Esatto, esatto. Non sono un gran fan dei giochi di macchine o comunque sportivi in generale. Beh, se sei appassionato hai fatto bene. Gli altri due, beh. Bene o male, ma questo è incredibile. Cioè... Che cos'è? Una C tipo? Guardando in basso. Dici qua il dirupo? Beh, ma ho provato prima. Ma non c'è un cazzo. Magari dal ponte. Il vaso sospetto, ma no, non era il vaso. Ma no, più che... Che altro? Forse magari da qua sopra. Ho guardato male io prima. È quello? L'ho visto. E tutte sono chiuse dal forziere. Ciao amico. Però io prima di andare di qui volevo fare un'altra cosa. Questo qua è quello che posso uccidere solo attraverso le botte così.
Afferralo, padre!
Sping! Scapiato. Strano che comunque non ci sia tanta gente italiana qui conosce. No, ti prego, questo no. Strano che comunque non ci sia tanta gente italiana qui conosce. No, ti prego, questo no.
We are more than that. The responsibility is far greater.
Can you kill us from that big?
Posso provare, no? Pensavo di poter.
Pre-order. Get 3 shield skins for in-game.
Great thanks.
Sono qua non ne ho.
Pre-order. Get 3 shield skins for in-game.
Devo prima uccidere quello.
There to my seat.
Mentre continuano.
Oh there do I see my father.
Devo prima uccidere quello.
There do I see. Oh, there do I see my father.
Devo prima uccidere quello. Le palle. Non li prendo vita facendo l'uccisione così. No. È morta la tipa? No, un cazzo è morta.
Al tuo via.